Okay, so back in January, I became a software engineer. And during my onboarding, I was told that one of the requirements of the program that I was in was to obtain a AWS Cloud Practitioner certification. And we had pretty much the entire year to get it done. It just needed to be completed by December 31st. And pretty much what I did was I waited to the last minute, not really like the last minute, but the first half of 2023, I did not think about that exam. I didn't care that much about it. I was like, I'm focusing on my training and getting adjusted to my team and learning more skills that I need to, become a better software engineer. So, fast forward to September, I'm thinking about the exam because I found out that AWS was changing the exam from the CLF CO1 exam to the CLF CO2 exam, which is like the latest version that's currently out. And my initial thoughts were, let me take the exam to see how it is, because I never took it before, never taken any exam by AWS before. Let's just take it, see how it is, what to expect. Now, I took the exam. It was a little different. You're pretty much in a lockdown browser. You have 65 questions. 40 of them are graded, 15 are not. And you're just tested on different topics dealing with cloud computing and the technologies and billing and all that good stuff. So when I took it, I didn't do that bad, but I didn't do enough to pass the exam on the first try. And I was okay with that because I know I didn't prep before. So this was just like me going in blindly without knowing anything about cloud whatsoever. And I didn't do that bad. I was only a few, I would say about maybe 30-ish points off from passing the exam. So I was like, what I'll do is I'll try to figure out a way I can prepare. And I was looking online trying to see, well, like, how do you pass this exam? Like, what do you do? I found some resources. I found PDFs, courses on Udemy, courses on Percipio, and I just was like a little bit overwhelmed because it was like so many courses out here. I'm not really sure which ones are really effective or which ones will really help me the most. But I ended up coming across a course on Udemy by Stefan Merrick. It's a pretty much the ultimate guide to passing the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam for the CLF CO2 exam. So within that course, you have different sections that's broken down. I believe they're like 6 sections, like 6 broad sections that's broken into like smaller things. Total, it was about maybe 20 different types of videos that you can watch. Dealing with like things such as EC2, the well architecture framework, stuff like that. But pretty much each section you'll watch a couple of videos and then you'll take a practice quiz at the end, and then at the very end of the exam, at the very end of the course, you take a practice exam that's supposed to be like mimicking how it would be on the actual AWS exam. So it wasn't until December came that I actually found that course really useful, because I tried to cram and just watch the course and just think that my brain was going to allow me to remember everything that I watched and heard. That didn't work. But me being me, I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. So I took the exam back early December and I didn't pass, but I was very, very close. So I was like, okay, I need to do something differently this time around to make sure that I pass. So I pretty much thought of this exam was like, imagine that I'm in college. I'm passing this. I need to pass this exam so that I can get my degree, right? So what do you do when you have a final exam coming up and you really want to pass it to, pass the class? So that's what I did. I thought of it like a class I needed to pass, and this is a final exam. So I went through and I pretty much set aside time every single day for about 2 to 3 weeks where I can go through maybe 1 or 2 sections of the Udemy course, take notes, take practice exams, and read over my notes. This method was most effective for me. So when it came time to take the exam again for the final time, because I'm not taking it no more. This I had to pass. When it came time to do that, I passed, and I was so happy. I was so shocked when I passed. I was like, And I was so scared because I really thought that me doing that while still being like recorded, that I might have like messed up things, because you can't talk or nothing like that on the exam. You can't read your stuff out loud. You can't do any of that. So I was a little bit worried. But when it was time for me to get those results and it said pass, I was so happy. So I hope that you found this video helpful. And my advice to anyone that's out there seeking to take the cloud practitioner exam is to just make sure you're studying, make sure you take your practice exam, make sure you're prepared. And if you do not pass the first time, it is okay. I know, the exam costs $100 each time you take it, but I know that like on Amazon's website you could potentially get $25 off on the exam. But I know like sometimes you may not pass the first time and resources may be limited, but my advice is to do your best, prep as much as you possibly can, look for courses online, take practice exam, take your notes, study your notes, keep doing practice exams until you achieve like above 70%, and I think you'll do fine. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos about tech. Bye.